Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, we just bought this brand new double wide mobile home. When we bought this home here, this was the biggest square footage that we could afford for our family. And what it came with is a board and batten wall. And we didn't really like the batten strips, so we went ahead and we took all the batten strips off and we taped and textured. And these walls came out looking absolutely amazing. So as you can see, the second living room back here, like the wall, like it just came out so good. We're so happy with it that we asked you guys at the end of the last video whether or not we should go ahead and do the rest of the rooms, and it's been voted that we go ahead and do all the rooms. So today I'm going to be doing these two rooms along with the bathroom, but I'm just going to focus on one room. Okay, I'm going to pick one of these rooms here. I'm going to show you guys from start to finish how I do it. Now, I'm not a professional drywall guy at all by any means. You know, I didn't go to no drywall college or anything, drywall school. So this is just how I do it. If it's not the right way, then, you know, this is not a how-to video. This is just for entertainment purposes. All right, so here's all the material. I have 3 more buckets of mud. I got some brown paper roll. I like to put that around the edges. That way when I'm sanding, it collects a lot of my sanding dust. It's easier to clean up the mess. We have our pan, a couple different knives here. The first coat, I do it with a 6-inch knife. And then the second coat, I go back with a 12-inch. So we got some tape. We got some sandpaper. We sand in between the coats. This is 120 grit, made for drywall. You got your pan. I mean, there's not a whole lot of stuff you need. Hey guys, before I get started, if I can go ahead and ask you guys to please hit that thumbs up button. It doesn't cost anything, and it really helps us out tremendously. It helps these videos perform a lot better. Just a simple thumbs up. So this is one of the kids' rooms here, and you can see what it looked like before. The whole house used to look like this. The first step is to go ahead and remove all of these batten strips. So I got me a little pry bar here. You can use a little putty knife. They come off really easy. Once you get started, they pretty much just rip off. So like I said, you just take the pry bar, get under there. I mean, look how easy that comes off. They're not held on there very tight. Look, done. The bottom here has a strip on there. Like I said, same thing. Look at that, it's off. Now, once you get the batten strips off, you can run your hand down here, or you can take, you know, a hammer or something. You can take a putty knife. Anything, but you can feel them, you can hear them. All those nails have to go in. Take all these off. Some of them fall off easier than others. All right, I'll go ahead and take these outlets off. I always mix my mud. Water settles at the bottom of these buckets, so you got to mix them. All right, guys, we are officially ready to start mudding. Don't laugh at my wardrobe, guys. Like, I'm wearing Crocs in here today. I really don't feel like putting boots on. I still got a cold, so if my voice sounds funny, it's because I have a cold. So anyways, I get my mud. I like to get it all on one side, ready to go. Okay. And I always keep a clean knife if possible. All right, so I got my mud, and we're gonna get started. The first coat is just putting the tape on. That's all our goal is, to get this tape on the wall. We don't want it real thick. Here's your tape. You can use your knife to get a nice clean cut on there. Start from the top, and I work my way down. So I go right underneath that trim. I follow this line all the way down. And then when I get down to the bottom of the wall, I just use my knife to put some pressure on and get a nice clean cut. And I'm following my tape all the way down. So now that I got that tape on there, now I'm going to cover all the tape again. So I go over it again. But so I pretty much took all the mud off just from smushing the tape down. So now I start again at the top and I go all the way down with it. And it looks really thick right now, but again, I'm going to take it all back off again. We're just covering the front side of the tape. When I get about halfway down about there, I like to go from the bottom back up. Just makes it easier for me. And I'm going to get all the extra mud off. So I start up there. And I'm putting more weight onto one side. I'm putting more weight on one side. Like I'm kind of floating the knife down the wall. It's really hard to explain, but you know, that's how I do it. That's it, man. That's a super thin coat there. It makes it easy to sand. I'm gonna go on to the next joint. I got a lot of work to do here, guys. I'm on my own. We're all recovering from colds. My kids are homesick. My wife is homesick. I can't say everybody's still sick. I'm still sick. All right, take my tape. All right, I start right there. Try to keep it right in the middle. Like you got one shot at this. If you come down and you take the tape off, I've noticed if I try to fix it in any way, it'll wrinkle on me. And you don't want any wrinkles. All righty. Get down to the bottom. I use my knife to cut it. And then back to the top. And I'm running down. Again. And running down. I got a small wrinkle there. Hopefully that goes all the way to the bottom with me. It looks like it is. So I got the tape on. Now I'm going right back over it. Like I said, guys, I am not a professional. People that do this for a living is probably saying, man, what is he doing? But this works for me. I got a clean knife again. I'll start back at the top. Put more pressure on one side. All right, that's it. The mud is dry. It is the next morning, and I'm getting ready to start sanding. I have to put my respirator on. I take my shoes off. I sand in my socks, because when I'm done with this, I'm gonna change all my clothes. All right, guys, I don't know if you can hear me anymore. I sound like a robot. All right, time to start sanding. Alrighty, so it is the next morning, and this is the second coat of mud. It is dry, but that's what it looks like with the second coat. That's what I was saying. The first coat was just to put the tape on. So of course the first coat looked like garbage, you know, like, but this is, the second coat makes it look so much better. I haven't even sanded yet, and it feels really, really good. Like this is gonna turn out really good. You can see some spots, and that feels pretty good too. But I noticed there's a couple spots that I might have to do a third coat on, but most of this, I think it's gonna be ready. Like this looks really good. I'm gonna sand this second coat here. We're gonna go ahead and sand it, and then it's gonna be ready to hop. It's gonna be ready to spray texture. All right, guys, it's time to start sanding again. Yay! So here we go. Put my spaceman. Hey guys. I just like the way I sound in it, man. Back to sanding, back to sanding. Here we go. Sand away, sand away. I have all the walls sanded. I got all my stuff. Well, first of all, I got everything cleaned up. I cleaned up as much dust as I could because once you start doing this, it's going to make a dust storm. So, so if there's no dust on the ground, it makes it a lot easier, and you know it's easier to clean up when you're all done, anyways. So there's still a lot of dust, but by putting the paper down, you might get 40% of the dust. I mean, it doesn't do much, but it does help. And then I put fresh paper back down. Now, this isn't the only room that I'm doing, but so I had to prep all these rooms. This room, all the windows are prepped, or the window, the door. It's hard to tell, but there's plastic over the windows. You can see. Door has plastic on it. And I'm also doing this bathroom. So behind the scenes, I'm doing a lot of stuff. You know, you guys are just seeing me work on one room, but really, like, there's a lot going on. So anyways, back to here. I'm going to show you guys what I got going on. Here's my mud left over from yesterday. As you can see, before I put it away, I always clean off anything around the edges because you don't want any hard stuff getting hard in there. Here's a fresh bucket of mud right here. I just opened it. So what I do is I'm going to fill this bucket up about halfway again. That's really easy. What I do, it takes a little time. But anyways, I fill this back up. Sorry about that. So for the mix, what I do is I just dump bottled water in there. I'm going to start off with about a whole bottle. And then I take my drill and I'm going to mix it up because I want it to be, you guys eat pancakes? That's what you want it to look like. Like pancake mix. I'll just keep checking it. You see how it's still pretty thick? So I'm going to add more water to it. All right, here's how I know that it's pretty good, is when I put this in and I pick it up and it falls off. You see it? Like it's starting to fall off good. Nice pancake mix. Because once you start, especially when you're by yourself, like that machine here, this gets heavy, carrying that around full of mud. And then coming back to refill it by yourself is really hard. Like usually it's nice if someone can help you pour the bucket, because this thing, you got to try to hold this up and then pick that big old bucket up and dump it in. It's a task. Last time my wife was here to help me with this part, but I'm here on my own. I wish, could one of you guys help me with this, man? Once you start with this, you have to keep going. Otherwise, you got to clean everything out because, you know what I mean? The mud will get hard. So you got to move. You got to move. But the good thing is I can spray this room, that room, and that bathroom in probably half an hour. It goes by really fast. Go out here and get this compressor going. There's a lot involved, man. I got compressors, I got the hopper machine, I got my earmuffs, I got my respirator, because especially once you start spraying, this stuff smells. Oh my goodness. If you don't have a respirator on, you can't breathe. You're about to see the action. Oh my goodness, it's heavy. Woo! I did it. Let's hope that. Oh, God, pick this thing up. My goodness. All right, here we go. That's it, man. All right, guys, it's the next morning, and our mud on the wall, our texture that we sprayed, is all dry. As you can see, it's a pretty cool finish it does. That machine, it just splatters it. It's like taking your hand, just throwing it, but it does really good. It's completely dry, and we are ready for paint, guys. The reason why I put this brown paper on the floor is so look how much splatter I would have had on the floor. So it really helps out, you know, take the extra 5 minutes to prep a little bit. Same thing with the outlets and everything. I covered everything with blue tape. And then this room in here, see my brown paper? Looks good, looks good. Over here, when I was spraying, my brown paper started going everywhere. So you can see, look at the mess. Look at that, that's from no brown paper. So the good thing is with drywall is it'll wipe right up, really easy. Get a bucket of water and a sponge. There's a sponge right here ready to roll, and it comes right up, super easy. Just you got to get on your knees and do it. Take some time. All right, here's this bathroom. Turned out pretty good. This room here is going to be the same color as everything else. We're keeping the same Dove. It's called Dove from Home Depot. We're keeping the same color, just on the kids' rooms. Like on this one, Emma, she wants her room pink. So we're just gonna do one wall pink, probably gonna be this wall. So when you first walk in, you know, you'll see the pink. And same thing in Danny Boy's room. He didn't say anything because he can't talk yet, but we're gonna do a blue wall. So we'll have a blue wall, she'll have a pink wall, but the rest of the walls are gonna be that Dove color. We're gonna keep that, you know, it's a nice clean look. Here we go, we are ready to start painting. Let me take my hat off. I never thought this day would come. So I'm not doing a good job on it. Don't let it bother me to do it. I'm very messy. Look at my clothes, look at my shorts. Well, that's right, well, but my pants. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep on rolling with this. As you can see, it's turning out pretty good. Still drying. Yeah. What do you think, man? What do y'all think? What you thinking? All right, guys, so I am finished painting this room. I did end up painting this other wall here. Remember I said that's gonna be pink. I had 2 cans of pink paint. Well, I looked, I only got 1 can of pink paint. So I had to do some kind of base layer. So this is a good primer base. So hopefully that 1 can of pink will do this wall. Anyways, it turned out really, really well. We're happy with the way it's looking. Going around showing you guys. The walls are still wet, but it looks way better than the batten strips. I really like it. You can see the texture pattern, the spray texture. Gives it a, this is called a knockdown. It's really hard to see unless you're up close. Like if you're standing back, it kind of just blends right in. Like it's really, when I zoom in, it looks like it's really thick, you know, but it's really not that bad if you look. You know, it just the way the camera picks it up. But it's a really nice texture. It turned out good. Anyways, guys, we still have to do the floor trim in this room. We have to do the crown molding. We got to do the window trim, door trim, more door trim. And then this room, same thing. We got to do all that trimming. And this wall is going to be blue. What else can I show you? This bathroom over here, it's all painted. We still got to do a bunch of trimming here. This is going to be a different type of trim. This is going to be a plastic PVC trim because of the water. I learned on our last house, I did wood trim in the bathroom, and every time the kids got a bath, the wood started rotting and stuff. So you got to do plastic trim in the bathroom, PVC trim. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish I could throw more in here, me doing the trim and everything, but it's going to have to wait until the next video because, the length of these videos are getting too long. I try to keep it 20 minutes and under. I try to keep around 15 minutes. So this is actually one of my longer videos. So I apologize. I try to squeeze as much as I could in here. I hope you guys enjoy it. Anyways, we hope you guys stay following along. We have so much more content coming. We have a water softener coming. We still got a kitchen sink to put in. We got backsplash. We got front porches, back porches, fencing. Also, we got chicken coops to build. We got farm animals coming. But I mean, we got a laundry list of things to do still, all the trim work. And plus, you guys are going to see us moving in. On the next one, you guys will get to meet my wife. She will be here doing a lot more work. And we're moving in next week. So you're going to meet the kids. So we hope you guys follow along. We love y'all. We will see you on the next one.